Hey, this is Ash. In this video, I will be going over this scheduling tool that I had created for a moving company that can be applied in other senses as well. What this tool is capable of doing is parsing estimate information, breaking down how many men are going to be needed in the job based off that estimate, and then create Google Calendar events that show the worker's name or the employee's name and whether or not they're working, and then also breaks down where the job is going to be, the customer's number, and then any notes that are associated with that job, so that other employees can refer to that and know what they're going to be scheduled for any given day. On top of that, it also has add, remove, and unavailable functionalities. So if there are new employees that are joining, there are old employees that are leaving the company, or if an employee needs to be marked unavailable for any given day, week, any given period of time, it also is capable of doing that, and everything can be done simply using the Telegram app, which is just a messaging app similar to WhatsApp or iMessage. So the way that it works, I'll test this out and we'll go through it piece by piece. So essentially you might have an estimate that looks similar to this. It's just a basic estimate breaking down how many hours it's going to take, the customer's name, how many men are needed. What I do is I'll send this to my tool. I'll execute the workflow, send this to my tool, and then Telegram is going to send that information to N8N, and this workflow will begin working. It will take a second because it does have to do a little bit of information. In the meantime, I'll break down how this tool is working. So this first tool here is for moving images. Essentially what this workflow is going to be doing is it's going to get the file of the image that was sent in Telegram, put it into this image processor to make it into a readable format for ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT will analyze all the information, parse all the information out, and then send it over to this AI agent. Now, this AI agent is going to be functioning off of 3 different tools. It's going to be based off of one employee sheet, which has a list of employees. It's going to be using this driver sheet, which has a list of drivers that is also considered a workable employee. And then it's going to be using this search events for job day tool in order to see if any of the employees for the company are currently working. So going into the AI agent, essentially these are the steps. What it's going to do first is look at the search events for job day tool to see who's currently taken for that job. Anyone whose name appears is considered unavailable for that given day if there are other people already assigned on that day. Anyone should be considered working. Anyone considered working should be considered unavailable for the job. As mentioned, the driver will always be selected first because every job needs a driver. So the driver will always be chosen first, and then the rest of the employees will be chosen afterwards. If there aren't enough employees for that given day, it will refer to the driver's list again and assign them to the job, as you can see here. Then the information is just basically being put into a JSON format, which will then be put into ChatGPT so that it can create a Google event for that worker. And that's essentially what is going on over here. This ChatGPT module is simply pulling out that formatted JSON information and putting it into readable format so that this split module can end up splitting out all of the different workers and then create an event for that given day. So we can see that worked. It sent a message to us, and the message shows that the following employees are scheduled for this person's move, where it's starting, where it's going to, and whether or not there are any additional notes that are associated with the job. So we can see here that these are the people that are associated with it. If we open this up, we can see that we have the from address, so where that job is going to, and then where it's starting, and then where it's going to. And then we can also see the customer's name and the customer's number should we want to refer to it. And that does so for every worker. So that's the first tool. The other tool is the add, remove, unavailable tool. This one works very similar. Essentially, what this will do is it's going to add or remove an employee, as mentioned, or mark them as unavailable for any given day. So essentially what we're going to be able to do is, let's say we have an employee named AJ, we'll mark him as unavailable for October 3rd, 2025, send that over, execute the workflow, and it's going to pick up that information, send the text message letting us know that he has been marked as unavailable. There's the message there. And then if we look on Google Calendar, we can see that AJ has been marked as unavailable for that given day. So it's a very useful tool for keeping track of scheduling should anyone need to, and it helps limit the monthly expenses and manual inputs for any given software.